guys, welcome back to the 23 Foils channel. Today we're going to be ripping through some Disney pack magic. My wonderful girlfriend was able to get us 74 packs while she was down having fun in Disneyland. So I'm going to get to ripping those. A couple big news items in the community today. Pavel kind of announced that Disney is officially asking him to shut down Pixelborn. And in addition to that, I'm going to have a really big video in regards to the Atlanta, Georgia challenge. Had a super good time there, got lots of interviews in, look forward to that video. It's going to be incredible. But what I did want to say about it is the winning deck, as I'm sure everyone knows by now, was a homebrew. That no one saw coming. It had cards working together in a manner that no one had seen or experimented with. It caught everyone by surprise and it crushed the competition. So I really want to talk about that in unison with Pixelborn shutting down, because this is going to make it very interesting for people not relying on net decking as much and kind of homebrewing more stuff. So I think we're going to see a lot more interesting combinations come out of this. Especially at local scenes. So I'm actually really excited for the health of the game and what's going to come of this. It's going to be a lot harder, obviously, than to test your decks out against lots of different decks with different skill caps other than what's available to you at your local stores. So that kind of has a negative effect, but I imagine they are only getting rid of Pixelborn because they already have plans in place for replacing it with something else. So apparently their earnings call, they didn't mention anything on that, so I don't think it's in the near and soon future of the game, but I do imagine it's coming soon. There's a lot of people talking online that they're kind of worried that it'll follow suit with other trading card games, online variants where you still have to buy packs to get digital cards to play a game. So I'm unfortunate. First legendary, the Queen. Nice little hit. Put it right there. Actually, let's slide it up. How about that? That's pretty good. So anyway, all that to say, I'm very excited for the health of the game. I feel like this is really going to pique everyone's interest to reimagine cards that they've already seen, kind of imagine it different situations, playing out differently, maybe utilizing its strengths in new ways. I feel like Ravensburger has done an absolute stellar job of providing us with essentially hundreds of different little Lego pieces for us to swap in, swap out, and have all sorts of different varying effects and different manners at which they can fit together, especially with all the different tags, like this card right here, Dreamborn Villain, Alien Pirate Captain. There's just so much synergy that allows promotion for. So it'd be very interesting that eventually there's probably going to be a meta Aliens deck. The Brooms seem to be in a pretty good spot, and Pirates are kind of decent enough. But it's just interesting to think about all these different decks that stand a chance. Whereas, especially Hero's almost going to be borderline meta at this point with some of the card support. Oh, wow, look at that. We got a double legendary Sisu. I think it's around 30-40 bucks right now. And a cold foil legendary Sisu. Same pack. That is super stellar. Let's get this guy in a little case. I think I mentioned it before, but I don't play with my cold foil legendaries. I actually stash them away in the binder with my legendaries, or with my Enchanted. So this is an awesome addition. I'm pretty sure this card should value, especially with how prevalent it is in the meta, probably closer to the $80 mark. I'm not sure where the cold foil sits right now, but I imagine just like Maleficent Monstrous Dragon and Beast Tragic Hero, it'll be kind of a mainstay staple for a while, and its value only increase. So anyway, that was a great hit. Only like 6-7 packs in. We're sitting at 3 legendaries, so very stellar so far. Hopefully this kind of sets the tone for the rest of this. I kind of imagine with that Disney pack magic I had last time, how I kind of have a little bit of secret sauce of how we pick packs. Maybe there's 3 or 4 Enchanted in here. We'll have to see if my my little theory holds true. Otherwise, this is incredible because I really need cards for this week at my local league, because I have almost no set 4 cards. At least now I have 3 total CCs, including one that I got from a deck building event at the Atlanta Challenge. Like I said, I got a whole video coming up where I'll talk about everything Atlanta, what to expect from the future ones, the pros, the cons, and oh, there we go, another legendary Piglet. Not the greatest, but no problem here. Another theory I'd love to look into and explore further in this game is obviously this game has pretty stellar game designers, pretty great artists, and people that are playtesting the game internally. And some of these cards, you know, they design it, they create the abilities, they dream it up, create the rarity, do all this stuff, and then it finally reaches production, and at that point they decide the cover art of these packs. So it's kind of interesting to see which cards they've decided to put on the face of these, or even the Enchanteds, because the general assumption is people are selecting these cards because not just from like Prince's sake, not just from collectability reasons, but also from playability reasons. They're being selected to be cover arts on the packs or to be selected for the Enchanted treatment. So it'd be kind of interesting to go back and reevaluate which of these cards were kind of hits or flops and why, and maybe they're just waiting for the right Lego pieces to come along to actually make them very relevant. Also, I'm very hyped to build a broom deck. We've already gotten a couple full of brooms out of these packs, so that's pretty exciting for me. I also feel like at some point there's going to be a very, very meta support class deck, especially with that new Olaf. We just got him in that last pack where you essentially can have 3 or 4 characters on board with support, and you keep passing it along, and the final step on your journey is the Olaf that adds his support to every character. So there's a lot of different synergy that can be accomplished with that. A couple decks I'm looking forward to experimenting with. Is it Princess deck? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it looks like there's kind of a crease at the bottom of this card. It's pretty unfortunate down there. Card in front of it and behind it both appear to be fine, so it must have been manufacturer. Can't quite see it from the side, but anyway, pretty odd. Yeah, I look forward to a Princess deck. I think it would also include a Grand Pabbie, because a lot of the princesses have synergy for healing or moving damage, which might give them pretty good staying power. A lot of them have pretty decent health pools. So I think that could be pretty meta relevant. So I'm excited to try something out in regards to that, see if there's enough Lego pieces, as it were, to kind of construct something very valid with those synergies. It'd be nice to find a discard card with the set 2, or some oversaturation misprints. I've been seeing some of those going around. Anyway, go back to the main topic. I'm just really excited to kind of see what sort of creativity is going to come out of the fact of that first place Atlanta tournament. I feel like that's going to inspire darn near everyone to kind of create a secret tech deck to run in events like that. Kind of gets me wondering how long that guy's been playing it, if he used it at any set championships, or if this is something they brewed up right after set champs, and maybe him and a group of buddies just ran it into the ground. Because I feel like if it was seen and was, oh shoot, looks like there's an Enchanted back there. If it had been seen widespread being that effective, I feel like it would have got neck decked and ran pretty awesome. All right, cool. We got a Ariel's Grotto. I know some people give extreme flack to the Enchanted locations. They're not the worst. Unfortunately, it looks like it's coming out of the pack with like a little pixel missing down there. I think some people consider that whitening. It's like right on the corner of the tip at the cut, so maybe it's not really considered extreme damage, but otherwise the rest of it looks pretty darn good. Let's get that sleeved up. That's a great hit. It's not the greatest, but I'm excited regardless. Right up there, top and center. Let's get some of this action going on here. Awesome. Glad we were able to get at least one hit. Hopefully it's not the last. Yeah, but I feel like that's got to be such a good feeling for the first place winner. I feel like his name was Paul, but yeah, just thinking about it, you know, sitting around for maybe a month, a couple weeks with your buddies, running that deck into the ground, trying to analyze its play lines, make sure you got it all figured out, and just the excitement of being able to show up and hope for the best versus everyone else, which is, you know, just thinking about the same old play lines from net decking, and you know what I mean? Like it adds a whole different layer of spice. All right, let's see. Hopefully run into some more legendaries here soon. Would love to get some Diablos. I've still yet to find a single one. Two people at the event got legendary cold foil ones that I was kind of becoming friends with. So super fortunate for them. Looks like we're about a third of the way through with this pack. Third of the way through is roughly a box, so we do have pretty much a box worth of hits. We have 3 legendaries, legendary cold foil, and an enchanted, so that would make it a pretty stellar box. Absolutely zero complaints. Speaking of those theme decks, I don't know if there's enough going on with the Madrigal family to kind of get the ball rolling on that, but I am a really strong fan of Dolores. I do feel like she's a natural upgrade to Maleficent. I understand that she's more expensive. That is a 4-cost slot, but with a 3/3 body that quests for 2 and still draws you a card, that's super good. I just feel like that's such a natural upgrade. It does so much more for the cause. You can even use it to sing King Undisputed the following turn. And it's strong enough and doesn't really do enough, where I think people would be worried about using removal on it to prevent you from doing so. But all in all, very sad to hear about Pixelborn being taken down. I know I've logged a couple hundred games on there, and that's where I owe a lot of my skill and experience, but that isn't it. I was very fortunate to have a very good LGS, where a lot of our players are very, very skilled, and I've been able to experience a lot of very difficult matchups. I hope everyone's able to find a store where you are not the best person, because that's honestly the best way to grow, is when there's someone that is significantly better than you play against them regularly. I feel like that's the single greatest way to get experience and see better play lines, especially if you're able to table talk with them after, ask, like, hey, did you see anything I did that was a misplay? What would you done in the situation? I feel like there's a lot of great ways and great players in the community that have absolutely no issue helping you along if you're just brave enough to ask. Out of these packs, I am really hoping to see Ariel Enchanted. I feel like after getting the Ursula, that's my next big chase card from this set. I am trying to do a master set of Enchanteds, so all of them is the goal. But all right, let's try to get a Diablo in this pack. If I can get it open. The other deck I'm really loving in this set, I haven't had a chance to play a whole lot of it, but there's been some very big proponents for it on the Facebook community, maybe a little too strongly about it, but the Ruby, Amber, Scar, and Mufasa deck, I think, has a little bit of legs on it. So I've had just a couple games kind of experimenting and trying out those lines. I was pleasantly beaten really hard in one of those matches against a Ruby Amethyst player, which ideally I'd love to say Ruby Amethyst. And I understand the power of Sisu in the blue-red deck, but Sisu is a really strong body for combat with 3 questing. It just puts so much pressure on the game. I think it really has staying power in a lot of decks. Also, I will say, oh, there we go, another legendary, a Triton. I think that's the first one I've got of him. To be honest with you, I didn't even realize it was a legendary. It doesn't necessarily feel like the strongest card ever. The stat line's really nice. The shift cost reduction is not bad for 9, but the -1 for each location you have in play is kind of awkward. There's not a ton of really valuable locations to be running. So all in all, I just feel like it's an underwhelming card. It might be getting better pieces to plug and play with it later to make it more valuable. Winter Camp is a pretty interesting card. I believe that's the one where you get 1 more turn and it heals heroes. I feel like that has some secret spice to it. I definitely feel like at some point that could be very meta relevant. Please leave some, oh, there we go, another legendary. Another the queen. Yeah, let's start another stack. Leave some comments below about what decks you're looking forward to running and trying in this set, and cards you think are secretly sleepers that have a real chance to be meta relevant one day or be very strong secret tech, like Fairy Godmother was. Be very interesting to see people's takes. I would love to see him, maybe even talk about him. All right, I think we're about due for Diablo. Otherwise, I think my packs will dictate that I never play green steel. Which I did see at a most recent tournament. It took all 8 of the top 8 spots, which is a little concerning. Oh wow, look at this one. Same thing, it has a little crease near the bottom. That's super unfortunate. Unfortunately, that definitely is not a beneficial misprint error. We have gotten quite a few Pegasus. Oh shoot! Second Enchanted Minnie Mouse Musketeer. Let me set this down with my other hand. Check this out. And it's already warping pretty good, but I'm not too worried about that. Maybe a little tiny bit of whitening down there. Otherwise, back looks pretty darn well centered too. Yeah, this is pretty good. Maybe a 9 at the absolute worst. All right. That's a hype. Look at those. All right, we're just about halfway through our second box's worth, sitting at 2 Enchanteds and 6 Legendary. So pretty light Legendary-wise, but otherwise not complaining about the Enchanted hits. 2 out of 2 on boxes is really solid. Granted, these were from a pretty wide array of different boxes. I feel like some of these Enchanted, oh shoot, there's a little something on the hard case. And I feel like that one could have used a little bit more than a black background. This is a very cool looking card, but I do slightly wish there was a little bit more detail. I have changed my thoughts on some of the other ones like that. I think the Enchanted Sisu that's on the black background, I think it really makes that card pop out. I'm a pretty big fan of that. As well as the Super Dupe has just enough stuff in the background where I think it really pops as well. I don't know if that would even be considered one of the black background ones, but alright, maybe we'll get lucky and go 3 for 3. And Enchanted. Anyway, I'm super hyped for this next video that will be coming out. Honestly, I didn't expect it to take this long to get it finalized, but I was very happy with all the interviews I was able to do at Atlanta. A lot of big names and a lot of just great people in the community, and I want to do them justice, and I'm trying to get a very skilled and experienced video editor to compile that, so it's actually does them justice and hopefully clears up some of the audio from the convention. But it is kind of fun to have the full experience, feel like you're there with the audio. Oh, there we go. My first ever legendary Diablo. I think that card's still sitting around the $50 to $60 mark. So maybe by default, I'm still a Ruby Amethyst. Yeah, so anyway, I'm really hoping to get that video out. I am trying to do better quality that's been on the channel before. I really hope it sets a precedent for maybe a new avenue for this channel, where maybe we more routinely interview people on topics and kind of highlight different parts of the community or different thoughts abroad. I thought it was very exciting. All right, 2 packs left for this box, or I should say box equivalent. My girlfriend did mention that in the past, when we've gone there, Lorcana has only been available outside the park at, oh, look at that, King Undisputed, very happy to see it, at Pin Traders in downtown Disney in California, and the Disney store at Disney Springs in Florida, which I haven't heard anything about Florida, if it's been at any other locations, but she did say there's 2 locations selling it in the park as well. So if you're trying to get quite a few, you don't actually have to leave the park every 5 seconds for it. She did say those stores were limiting it to 2 packs per customer instead of the 10 at Pin Traders. So if you're really trying to hustle and get those packs, you can add that to your stops if you have a pass or a ticket. Man, look at this one, same thing. Little bend, but not from the card in front of it or behind it, just the foils have a bend. It's very unfortunate. I'm glad the Enchanted didn't have that. All right, last box worth we're rolling into here. Lots of little Diablos. I want some more of these big Diablos. And it'd also be great if we could beat our record of 2 Enchanteds in a video. Maybe get 3. Oh, speaking of theme decks, Jetsam and Flotsam have quite the stat lines when you look at all the cards that grant it to all other Jetsam or Flotsams. Like they get pretty spicy. I don't know if it's enough to facilitate a full deck. And this one too. Pretty much all the foils have that light crease at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can quite see that down there. Yeah, but those theme decks, I think Jetsam and Flotsam have a very serious place. It would definitely have to be a more challenge-oriented deck, I feel, because so many of them grant or receive Challenger and Rush. So I feel like it would have to be kind of control-oriented, but I don't think they have a way to tap down characters yet. Oops. So it'd be kind of limited to exerted characters to actually have any kind of feasibility. So maybe if there's an Ursula that exerts besides big Ursula, because I feel like that's a long time to get payoff with so many Jetsam and Flotsam cards. A lot of brooms. No Yen Sids either. Excited for this Flynn Rider though. I feel like that is an absolutely fantastic card. Didn't realize it was a super rare. Let's see. Yeah, just the synergy between them. Challenger 2. All the rest get Challenger 2. When this character is balanced, return this card to hand. I know there's one that gives them Rush. I just feel like there's very strong possibilities there. I know this one also gives them Evasive. So if you're trying to evasive them all out and then just quest hard, that could also be very strong. And then just have to wait for people to have hard removal or get 7 ink to B-prep it. I do think current meta is pretty fast though. I don't know how many B-preps we'll be getting out these days. But yeah, it was good seeing the Mufasa Roulette deck getting a lot of support, more injured characters, another healer to draw a card in yellow, giving you a 1-drop that's healable. So pretty fun stuff. Alright, getting down to our last half a box roughly. Oh shoot, there's definitely an Enchanted right there. All right, well, we definitely are beating our record today. All right, last card. Oh, and it's a Diablo. Incredible. A little bit of a smudge or something right there. Tiny bit of whitening in that corner. We can see the foil. But same thing, it's right at the cusp of the cut. Centering, it definitely looks high on the backside. And a little to the right, but otherwise looks stellar. What a cool looking card. Well, there you have it, guys. 3 Enchanteds in one opening. 3 for 3 on roughly a box equivalent sized pack opening. My girlfriend did really stellar running around at Disney, I'd say. Oh, look at those. All right, maybe I can get it somewhere where it doesn't have some glare. Wow. Stellar. I do not intend to play with Enchanted, so still need to, oh, there we go. Legendary Cinderella. pack. It didn't deserve what just happened to it. Another legendary Triton. Let's bring Sisu down here. Get this guy fixed. All right, getting right down into the end of it, guys. Oh wow, that Sisu is right in the glare. I didn't quite realize. Off to the side it is. Lots and lots of TikToks. Ooh, wow, another legendary Piglet. We start a second row for him. Wow, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 legendary, 10 including the cold foil. Normal average is between 3 and 5 a box. So we are still kind of on the low side on those, but Enchanted's more than making up for it. Oh, that's a great looking card. It would be insane if we got a 4th Enchanted. Just gonna put that out there right now. All right, last two. Legendary Mickey Mouse. Wonderful. Another TikTok. All right, last pack magic, maybe? Another Diablo would be stellar. King Undisputed. Ooh, legendary Mulan. Wow. So all in for 3 boxes, we're at 3 Enchanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 legendary, not including the legendary cold foil Sisu. So that's 12. That's 4 per box. That is absolutely great pull rates. Thanks guys for experiencing such an awesome opening with me, and I'll see you guys next time.